move the camera over a little bit. Good. Okay, so Julia's here, Lisa's here, Roz is here, Pauline's here. Hi, Mum. Becky's here. Actually, I'm going to bring that a little bit closer to me. Trisha's here, Pam's here. Marvellous. Thank you so much for joining me. My first question is it cold with you? It's so cold here in Hampshire. I've got socks on, I've got my cardigan on, I've got a big cup of coffee. I've got a big cup of coffee. I'm so cold. I can't put the heating on. It's the middle of June. It does say though that it's going to warm up a little bit. So is it warm with you or are you chilly too? Lynn's here, Sheridan's here, Michelle's here, Viv's here too. Brilliant. Wow, well done. So yeah, wanted to know what the weather's like. Is it chilly? Oh, Lisa's saying the French doors are open in Stourbridge. Whoa, that means it's warm. Julia's cold. Hi, Joanne. Lynn's warm. She's been baking bread. Yeah, that's on my list. That's on my list of things to do today. It wasn't cold when we went out for a walk earlier, says Trish. And Trish lives near me. I think part of the problem is this house is always cool, which is a good thing in the summer, because you know it means that you can be outside in the garden and be really warm, and then you can come in and it feels nice and cool. But at the moment I want to be wearing my shorts and having bare feet, and I've got a cardigan on, I've got socks on, and then because I'm expecting the doorbell to go again during our live, because the UPS man's due and the delivery guy, another delivery guy is due. I'll warn you now, I've got my dinosaur leggings on. So if you follow me on Instagram, and I think I put a picture here on Facebook as well, I treated myself to some new leggings with dinosaurs on that I use for yoga, and my plan is to go and do some yoga, which is why I'm wearing them kind of now whilst I'm talking to you. So if I have to disappear, you'll see the leggings. Joanne's freezing, Kim's freezing cold in Manchester. Hi Amanda. Oh, obviously Somerset is warm, Viv. Chris is here as well. Let's see the leggings. Yeah, you'll probably get to see them in a minute, but you know, we'll see. I'll save that surprise for later. They are a bit wild, to say the least. Okay, so how are we doing? How is the world out there at the moment? A few more kind of restrictions. We talked a bit about this last week, didn't we? You know, people can go and socially distance picnics and that kind of stuff. I've been hearing quite a lot of that going on. But no more sort of lifting of restrictions at the moment. So we're just kind of carrying on as normal. I've actually got to go out to the shops this afternoon. It's Brian's birthday on Thursday, so I need to get a few supplies. Chocolate cake is the order of the day. Well, not any chocolate cake. It has to be like a really dark, rich chocolate cake, lots of fudge icing. So yeah, so I need some cream and some sour cream and all sorts of stuff for making the cake. So I've got to go out, I've got to go and brave the outside. But you know, it's fine. I'll be armed with my wipes and my hand gel and everything else that I need, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So has anyone been out this week? Out and about? Apparently it's not sunny in Devon. That's not good. And oh, Sarah, it's in France. It's cold and raining. Yeah, I keep saying I don't want that. My garden desperately needs it. But yeah, my garden. I was talking about my garden last week, wasn't I? Brian messaged me earlier. Looks like the deliveries are coming on Thursday and Friday. So it looks like the gardening is going to happen this weekend. Obviously not all of it because it's way too much stuff. But yeah, I think we're going to be gardening all weekend. So Sarah's here, Faye's here, and Sarah's here. All the Sarahs are here. What did Marion? That's just not fair. She's saying that she's had a lovely, warm, sunny winter's day in Perth in Western Australia, because obviously your seasons are the opposite to ours, aren't they? So you're in winter as we're coming into summer. And Chris says she's going to the tip on Thursday. That's her excitement for the week. Right, so I have a couple of cards to show you today. I did share all of my birthday cards on Instagram and on Facebook, but I've had a couple of extra cards arrive, and I just wanted to share them with you. So this is from the lovely Helen, and I really like what she's done here. She's just rounded one corner, and I just think that's really nice. I don't use my corner rounder enough, but I just think that's really cool. And I just thought, you know, the daisy punches are still in the catalogue, so that's really lovely. And then this card is from Lynn, and a few weeks ago I shared the baby wipe technique with you all, and she made this card for me using the baby wipe technique. So I think this is beautiful. And she's actually, I don't know whether you can, how well the camera's going to pick this up, but the colours on here, on the actual die cut, has actually got the different colours on it as well, which is really, really pretty. And I love this string, it's just really cool. Okay, so I'm like everyone else. I love getting cards in the post. So I thought, as and when I get some, I'll keep sharing them with you, so that you can get to see them and be inspired. Amanda's saying, oh no, oh bless you, that her shower hose broke this morning. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing. I'm so not laughing, but this so would be the thing that would happen to me. So the shower hose broke halfway through her colouring her hair. So her husband had to rinse her hair using the watering can. It's just, oh no. But does it look good? Does it look good now it's all done? And Kay's here from Riverton, Illinois. Hi Kay. Okay, so I've showed you those cards, and I did share this with you, but I've had so many comments about it. I just thought I would bring it on. So if you haven't come across this with me recently, or over the past few months, I've been teaching myself how to crochet, and lots of people have tried to teach me how to crochet, but eventually I sort of lots of YouTube videos and all sorts of things, and eventually I've learnt, and I'm loving it. And for me, it's a completely different craft to my normal crafting, and all of my normal crafting is paper crafting, and obviously that's my business too. So I wanted to do something that was creative but didn't involve paper. So I decided that crochet was the thing I was going to do. So I made a blanket. I'm partway through some secret projects, which I can't talk about. And I'm currently making a cushion as well. But I've been looking for a dragonfly pattern, and this is what I've got. So this, I will if anyone's interested, I'll put a link to the website where I got the pattern from. The lady that designed this has got several different dragonfly patterns, and zigzags and corner to corners and all sorts of things. I've actually taken the pattern from a child's poncho that she was making, and to make the poncho, she was making 2 rectangles and then folding them, and I thought, well, if it's a rectangle then I can make a blanket, so that's what I've done. This is a fun, so for those of you that do crochet, I'm sure you'll be interested, so I'll just give you the little bit of information and then I'll get back to paper. I've used a 5.5mm hook for this. I'm actually going to go down to a 5, and it's double knit, so it's just really lovely. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it as a blanket for me, and I'm going to do it in stripes, so I'm just going to use up whatever colours of wool I have. Okay everybody, this is take 2. Tuesday, 9th June. I am hoping that if you were on the live stream a few minutes ago that you can find me on this new one. I'm not sure what's happening. I have checked and there's no streaming going on here in the house. Which can sometimes be a problem, so I really don't know what's happening. So if you're here, can you send me a message, and I will get on with the crafting very quickly in case we start freezing again. Lisa's here, Roz is here, Lynn's here, Amanda's here, Maureen's found me again. Okay. I'm really sorry about that. Shall I tell you more woes of the ongoing saga with my phone? So I'm still using the old phone, which obviously now doesn't seem to be liking doing videos very much. And Apple cancelled my repair yesterday, and it seems that they'd had a technology issue, and yeah, it all went horribly wrong. I spent quite a lot of time yesterday trying to get it sorted out. So, but hopefully it's coming back soon, my original phone. Okay, right, are we good? Are we all we all here? Yes? Right, can I have a slurp of my coffee? Did you get to see my leggings? There's a question. Or had I frozen so you didn't get to see them? Oh dear. Coffee's good. Okay. It's also warming me up a bit as well. Right. Becky's joined us again. Vivian's here. Good. Okay, so we've talked about cards. We've talked about my crochet. Let's talk about some Stampin' Up! Pretty things now. It has been, almost a week since the catalogue launched. I can't believe it. Crazy. So one of my favourite suites in the catalogue is this one. It's called Peony Garden. It's on page 82, 83 and 84. Let me just... Oh. Jenny's just said, my husband's yelled out from the bathroom, whose legs are we looking at and why are we looking at them? There's my legs and they've got dinosaurs on them. So what I'll do, I will show you the dinosaurs in a second. Right. So Peony Garden, fabulous suite of products. I am going to be using a couple of the stamps, but as a quick sneak peek, those of you that are or will be doing the June craft along, and I'm afraid that's all booked now, the June craft along, you're going to be getting products from this suite, so we're going to be using that in a couple of weeks. Right, so let me just I'll turn you around first, and then I'll show you the legs. Okay. Right. So let's just see if we're the right way up. All of those things. Let's see. Yeah. We are all good, I think. Okay, so much. I'm going to put my leg on the table. It's a bit ridiculous, but there you go. There's some dinosaurs for you, just in case you were wondering what on earth I'm talking about. So they're my dinosaurs. Okay. So, what am I going to do today? Yeah, see? Okay, so I'm just reading these messages. I tell you, the messages get get more bizarre every week. Claire's just said that she's late because she was out. She was out having a walk with her mum, and Jenny read it as if Claire had been taking her mum for a walk as opposed to walking with her mum. Socially distanced walking was going on. Right, look at these pretty things. So this is satin ribbon, and I love satin ribbon. It's called Shimmer. There are some sparkly gems. This is the stamp set. There are dies as well. I haven't brought those with me, but this is lovely. And then these are the papers, and boy, you need to see these. This is the thing with Stampin' Up papers. Even now in the catalogue, they're bigger pictures, but until you actually see it up close, honestly, you can't really admire. Friday's words not working properly, and obviously it's carrying on today. So you cannot appreciate the beauty of these papers until you see them up close and personal. So this looks like somebody has drawn on it with a pencil. It's really pretty. I'm just seeing if I can get a bit more light. Hang on. There we go. Let's try that. I'm also conscious that I've got coffee and I don't want to spill it everywhere. Right, so you've got this one, this one, this one. Great for men's cards, this one, I think. Lovely patterned paper. And that's really lovely. And the colours, so the colours in the paper are let me look, petal pink, grey granite and basic grey. So these are sort of the kind of multicoloured sides, if you like. And then on the reverse you've got these, and these are all grey granite and they're just beautiful. So it's like a tile. Another herringbone. You've got sort of the reverse sketch there. More sketches. That's the reverse of the pink and white one. And then you've got this, which is like marble. So it is really, really lovely. Really beautiful papers. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do, because I've been doing loads and loads and loads of cards, so I thought I would share with you a gift bag today. Now this gift bag I have been making for years and years and years in all sorts of different variations, but it's the sort of bag that you actually don't need very much equipment. You can do it really quickly, and you can do it pretty much with whatever size paper you've got. So you can do it with patterned paper, but for today I am going to stamp the paper. So I'm going to use the big peony and then the little one, and I'm going to go tone on tone. So I'm actually using Petal Pink ink, and I am going to stamp randomly with the small flower and then with the big flower. It doesn't matter which way round you go, whether you go big flower, small flower. I'm just wanting to cover the whole of the sheet. Now, let me just put one more there. Ooh, and one up there. Now, because the way the bag is going to work, it's going to come up that way. I'm actually going to turn the paper over. So I know that it's not going to matter whether I've got flowers going both ways on the base, but I don't really want upside down flowers on the sides of the bag. Does that make sense? Hi Debbie, how are you, lovely? Hope you are keeping well. Right. Oh, hi Sue. You like the peonies? They are fab. Right, okay. When you get to the point where you think, ooh, where am I going to put my next one? That's normally the point at which to stop. Okay, so that's that one. I'm going to use this peony again. I'm going to stamp it and punch it out. That is not going to work. Right. Okay. So that's my biggest punch, my circle punch. So I'm just going to have one layer on the front of my bag. Okay, so I've done my stamping. Moved that. That's good. Lucy Ann's here. Trisha's found us again, which is really good. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my scoreboard, and I know a lot of people on this Facebook Live at the moment are from Europe or from Australia, and our cardstock is A4, so that's the standard sheet. But for my North American friends, your standard sheet is 8.5 by 11. This will not quite work for you. So for my North American friends, when I say a 5-inch score, put a 4.5-inch score. Okay? So if you're in North America and you're using a standard sheet of your cardstock, do 4.5 inches, not 5. As otherwise you'll end up with a tiny strip. Okay, so you're going to put your cardstock in, short edge at the top, and you're going to score at 2 inches, and you're going to flip it over and score it at 2 inches again, and then you're going to turn it round so the long edge is at the top, and you're going to score at 5. You're going to flip it over again and score it at 5. Now basically that gives you a score line 2 inches from each side and 5 inches, or for my North American friends, 4.5 inches from the top and the bottom. That means then that, like I said, it doesn't matter then what size this piece is, because it will be even on both sides. Okay, let's use the bone folder and score or reinforce all the score lines. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the grid paper. I'm not actually going to do any more scoring, and I think that this camera tends to zoom in and out a bit if I've got the hatch lines on the grid paper. It doesn't like very much. Okay, so what we are going to do now is fold this short score line here to meet the long score line. Now if I get a pencil, I'll just draw on it, because then you'll be able to see better. Look, so that's the short line and this is the long line. So I want that piece to fold onto that piece, and what it's going to do is it's going to make a diagonal fold. So the easiest way to do it is to stick your finger where the cross is and lift it up, and I've got my index finger here and I am just pushing it so it goes and lines up there. And then what it's leaving me here with is a triangle, which I'm going to reinforce with my bone folder. And if I open it up and I'll draw in it, you'll see that that's what it does. It makes a triangle. Okay, so I'm going to do that again. So I'm going to colour in my lines so you guys can see. It's really difficult to show this on camera. If you're close and you can see if I'm doing this in front of you, but the camera just doesn't seem to pick up the score lines very well. So again, I'm taking this short line and moving it up to the long line. So that's going up there like that, and again you can see here that's the triangular line. And so there, so that has given me a score line like that. Okay, right, so I'm just going to repeat that. Does anyone need me to do it slowly again, or are you there? I'm just going to go that way, so I'll do that quicker. So put a message in the comments if you need me to do this last one slower, or if you're happy and you've seen it enough. I'm slurping my coffee. Right, okay, yeah, we're all good. That's awesome. Okay, so basically you've now got very clearly a base and your two sides, and what we're going to do is we're going to fold these two pieces in. Now, at the moment, the score lines are mountain folds on the outside, but actually I want them to fold inwards. So what I'm going to do, I'll turn it around, is I'm going to fold it in and reinforce the score line again. So I'm reversing that fold. So I'm going to get my Tombow. And I'm going to put some on these two pieces and fold them down. So not on the triangles, just on these two pieces. Hi Paula, thanks for joining us today. I'm busy making a bag using the lovely peony stamps. So I put that there. And then again, I'm going to put glue on these two pieces, like this. And I'm going to fold that down. And what you're going to end up with... Hi Fiona, thanks for joining us. You're chilly in Brixham as well. So, what will happen is now this bag will end up looking like this, so you can see on the side. So it's a really big size, and I'm just going to decorate it. The brilliant thing about this is you can stop at this point and it's flat. So you might have seen, I've done other videos where they're fold flat gift bags and you can store them flat. But this bag, if you leave it at this point, you can keep it flat. So obviously once you kind of fasten it all together, you'll end up with it being quite 3D. So in order to finish this off, decide which side you want to be the front and which side you want to be the back. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a peony. Let's have a look. I'm going to add... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether I'm going to add peony there or not. We'll see in a minute. So, I've got my ribbon. Right, so this is going to be the back. So I've got my ribbon, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of double-sided tape on the back of the bag. Now, the reason I do this is to secure the ribbon to the back. It just makes it easier so it doesn't kind of slip off, because obviously it can. And then I'm just going to pop that down and then bring it round. Now, the very first Facebook Live I did, I tied the perfect bow. And ever since then, I have failed to tie a perfect bow. So, I'm not entirely sure I'm going to be able to do it today, but I'll give it a go. So, all I'm doing is a right over left knot, and then I am just going to tie a normal bow. And I've got a video on this, which is, I call it the upside down bow. And I always tie my bows. Look, I did it. I always tie my bows upside down because it means that the tails go the right way. So you can see there, got a lovely bow, but the tails are coming down, which is really nice. Okay, so what we can do is we can decorate the front of the bag, but I think what I'm going to do is add a tag to this. So I don't actually have my linen thread with me. So what I will do is I'm going to punch a little hole in here. I'm going to die cut a layer, a bigger circle, and make that into a tag. So a bit later on I'll put a picture of this up finished and you'll be able to see it, and it'll have a tag. Now depends on what you're going to put in this as to how you work with it. So let me just give it a measure and I'll tell you. So the base, this is A4 cardstock. So the base is 1 3/4 by 4 1/4. This side piece here is 2 inches. Now you can squash those side pieces in a little bit, and then what that does is it gives you like a sleeker view. Obviously if you've got something that's going to bulge out, you've actually got a bit of wriggle room there as well, which is really nice. You can fit lots of Tombow in it. Look, it will let me just slide it under the ribbon. Yeah, get lots of Tombow in it. So if you were buying for a crafty friend, you could probably get 4 in there, and believe you me, all crafters would love 4 lots of Tombow. It's one of those things that you always are using. So okay, so does anyone need the measurements again? Check on the time. Yeah, it's 2:45, so we're doing well. If I'll just grab not the trimmer, but just grab the cardstock. So let me just, so you're going 2 inches from that way, 2 inches from that way, 5 inches from that way, and 5 inches from there. Okay, and if you are in the USA and Canada, I think, I'm not sure, and you have 8.5 by 11 cardstock, that measurement is 4.5. Okay, because it won't work otherwise. Roz says she's just made one in copier paper. Perfect. That is the best thing to do. I always have templates. I don't know what I've done with my template for this. This is a bag that I've been making for years. I can do the measurements for this in my sleep. So yeah, so I haven't even got a template for this. Okay, so seems like you've all got all of the measurements and you're all good. If you have any requests of things that you would like to see or techniques that you'd like me to show, then please either put it in the comments or yeah, either put it in the comments or send me a message. So you can send me a message here on Facebook or email me, amanda@inspiringinkin.com, and then I will add them to my list. Quite often I do cards, but obviously I can do 3D things too and techniques. Next week I've got another technique for you using paper scraps, so that's going to be some fun. And that is everything from me today. So I hope that you've enjoyed today's 2-part Facebook Live. I really appreciate those of you that stuck with me when it was all freezing. That was because I was complaining I was cold, I think. I don't know what was happening there. It's just very strange. Do leave me some comments and keep me up to date with where you're at. I will be back on my blog tomorrow with the replay, and then I'll have another video for you on Friday. So till then, take care of yourselves and enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye.